Absolutely. Majority of them have bad intentions. Majority of them. I'm not saying all. I'm saying majority of them. From the time this program situation, you have to understand there was an intent behind a lot of these programs, right? So there are countless videos right now that's all over social media with different countries, because Haiti was not the only one. There were other countries, and those countries basically, the minute that they were able to get some people out, and a lot of these people got into trouble when they got here, they got to the US, and now the US is trying to deport them. If you notice, a lot of those countries are basically like, no, we don't want them. We don't want them, because that was a way for them to get rid of people that had mild intent, bad intent, uh, ridden with crime. And also, some of them, they did a lot of, many of them, they did a lot of sacrifices to be able to come here. And so what's so unfortunate is we have a lot of our parents, grandparents, relatives who feel as if because they call this person every so often, every other month or every other year, they believe in their mind that they know the person. They have no type of discernment to understand that no, you don't know the person. And just because the person is family does not mean that they will not sacrifice another person, another family member for their gain. There is a lot, and I mean a lot of families that are in turmoil right now as we speak, because A, they did not use discernment. B, they did not discern the spirit behind the motive of a lot of these people all of a sudden wanting to come, because they thought it was under the premise of, especially in Haiti, they like, it is like it's like a statue or a god to come to the US, because they're in their mind, they're thinking that they're coming to a US that was back in the 1970s, the 1980s, the 1990s. They're not putting in the premise of their mind that the 2024, the pandemic US is not the same US. They're not putting that into the back of their mind. A lot of them, it doesn't even matter. It's just the fact that they're trying to escape the situation that they're in. And it's not to say that they're not in a bad situation. They are. However, there's so many parts to that story. The main thing is a lot of families right now are in complete turmoil because the person that they have in their house is serving a whole nother altar, and they are not serving the true and living God. And they are seeing it in every aspect of their house, of their life. And because they are operating in fear, because they don't have discernment, because many of them too, let's be real, many of our relatives and parents, they're not serving the true and almighty God. They know of God, but they don't have a relationship with God. They go to church day in and day out, but still don't know God. So a lot of them operate in fear. So even if they wanted to, even if you told them, hey, listen, I think you need to turn down your plate, go fast and go pray about this situation, they'll lift up their hands and say, oh, when they leave, or, oh, I leave it in God's hands. No, no, no. God didn't tell you to go get that person and they served another altar to put them in your house. He didn't tell you to do that. But they don't want to take accountability for it. They don't. It is so unfortunate. There's a lot of family. And then what's so interesting is a lot of them, they think in their mind because, oh no, the person says that they're a Christian, they can't do that. I think we are now seeing, especially in the American church, how just because a person say they're a Christian don't mean they're a Christian. Everybody is flossing around this name now. Everyone is flossing around this name Christian. We saw it way back when in the Haitian community. What is so funny, I was speaking to, what's so interesting is the fact that Caribbean folks can know, for the most part, they can know and sense witchcraft, and they know what it is. But for some reason in the US, their outlook of witchcraft is just what they portray or what they see that happens in Haiti or that happens in Africa. They don't see the other levels of witchcraft that happens in Europe or Australia or Brazil. They don't see those levels of witchcraft. In their mind, it's just you try to kill someone, witchcraft. We have a whole Harry Potter circus going on in this church, in these churches right now. But they don't understand the level of witchcraft that can happen. I was back to what I was saying about, I was talking to someone that I know years ago, and they was telling me, like, listen, when it comes to Haiti, there's no lukewarm. There is no such thing as lukewarm. It's either you're going to be Christian 100% or you're going to be with the other side. And what's so interesting is a lot of our family members, especially because they feel guilty, or they feel like they have to do it, because they're like, oh, well, they're going through turmoil, that the country is burning down. So what? That person was sent on an assignment from hell to tear up your house, to take your inheritance, to re-covenant your bloodline back to some evil altar. And you want to tell me that telling them no is going to make you feel bad? You don't want to be talked about in the family? Get out of here. My dear, to you, all I could tell you is pray and fast until that altar is removed from your house. Pray and fast. Pray and fast. And when you're dealing with something as big as that, you have to keep at it until that altar is removed and all residue is removed from your house. My dear, pray and fast. And if you know any other relatives, you know any other family member, listen, try to give them some wisdom and let them know they don't know these people. They don't know them. They think they know them. They don't understand that the level field that they're coming from a level field where it is cutthroat mentality. They will cut off. They will cut, manipulate, sacrifice whoever they need to sacrifice to gain momentum in life. We see it here in the US. They just call it different. But they will sacrifice who they need to sacrifice in order to gain a momentum. They don't get it at all. My friend, my dear friend, pray and fast. Use the scriptures. Use these scriptures. Pray and fast. Pray and fast until that altar is removed. All right. Bye.